A woman who isn't ruled by her emotions instantly becomes unforgettable. Most people react, but you respond. Stoicism teaches that emotional detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. When you can stay calm during an argument, when you don't beg for attention, and when you don't lose yourself in emotional chaos, it shows one thing: power. Men long for women who don't lose their center. A woman who doesn't panic when he pulls away, who doesn't break down when he's silent, she becomes rare. And rarity creates value. So next time you're tempted to text him in a rush of anxiety, pause. Breathe. Let silence speak. Heal. Feel your absence louder than your presence. Stoics knew that not everything should be revealed. The same applies in love. Oversharing is the enemy of attraction. When you leave space for a man to wonder about you, to fill in the blanks, to imagine, you create a void. And humans are wired to fill voids. Don't post your every move. Don't explain yourself constantly. Don't always be available. Mystery isn't about manipulation. It's about self-respect. Let your actions speak more than your words. The less he knows, the more he wonders. The more he wonders, the deeper the longing. Men may enjoy being needed, but they crave being wanted. When a woman needs nothing from him emotionally or financially, and yet still chooses to share her time, that's magnetic. You're not seeking to complete yourself through him. You're already whole. Stoicism teaches us to be self-sufficient, to find contentment within. When you're not constantly seeking validation, when your happiness is not dependent on his mood or attention, he will feel it and admire it. Independence is not loneliness. It's a silent confidence that says, I want you, but I don't need you. That's when he starts chasing you. One of the core Stoic teachings is this: don't cling to what is temporary. This includes people, even him. When you stop attaching your worth to his response, when you can let him go emotionally even while still loving him, he senses it. He feels the shift. You're not emotionally hostage to his presence. And that detachment, it creates deep emotional intrigue. A woman who can love without clinging, give without expecting, and walk away without begging, that's the woman who haunts his thoughts. He'll wonder, how can she love me and still walk away like that? That's the paradox that breeds longing. In a noisy, chaotic world, peace is seductive. When a man finds a woman who brings him mental peace rather than emotional storms, he remembers her deeply. Stoics cultivated stillness, the art of being calm, grounded, and unshaken. If you can be that for a man, not because you're suppressing emotions, but because you've mastered them, he will crave your energy. Inner stillness isn't passive. It's powerful. It's the calm in the storm. And when you're calm, centered, and emotionally composed, your energy becomes healing. He will miss you not just for your words, but for the peace your presence gave him. A Stoic woman doesn't betray her values just to keep a man. Your standards, your boundaries, your principles, they are your foundation. And when you live by them without compromise, it commands respect. You don't tolerate disrespect. You don't chase inconsistency. And you don't fear walking away from what doesn't align with your inner code. Men admire women with strong inner convictions. She becomes the standard, the one he compares others to. Why? Because she stood for something. And when a man feels he can't easily influence your core, it plants the seed of desire. Because true longing is born from admiration. You don't have to be the loudest or the most glamorous. You just have to be present. In a world addicted to performing, the woman who is simply present, grounded in the now, not faking or forcing, becomes unforgettable. Stoicism teaches us to live in the moment with full awareness, not anxious about the future, not obsessed with results. When you look into his eyes and listen without interrupting, when you enjoy moments without needing to document them, when you exist with ease, he notices. And later, when you're gone, he'll miss that ease, that presence, because it made him feel seen. Not every reaction deserves your energy. A woman who knows how to be silent when provoked, to walk away when disrespected, and to let silence answer chaos, she radiates power. Silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. The Stoics use silence to reflect, not react. And in relationships, this is a superpower. When you don't argue to be right, when you don't explain yourself endlessly, when you let your silence echo louder than words, it forces him to face himself. He starts questioning, why isn't she reacting? Did I lose her respect? That question creates space. That space creates longing. A woman on a mission is magnetic. You have your goals, your passions, your purpose, and you pursue them with quiet focus. This makes your presence valuable because it's rare. When your life doesn't revolve around him, he feels it. When you're not always available, not always responding instantly, not dropping everything for him, he starts to value every moment he gets. Stoicism teaches us to live intentionally, every action with meaning, every day with direction. When you embody that, you don't chase love, you attract it, because you've become the type of woman a man wants to impress, not take for granted. And finally, the Stoic skill that seals the deal: letting go. You don't cling to what no longer grows you. You don't fight for what isn't mutual. You accept reality not because you've given up, but because you've risen above. When a man sees that you can walk away in peace rather than stay in emotional chaos, it leaves a mark, not of bitterness, but of grace. The Stoics taught us that we suffer more from our resistance than from reality itself. So let go with love, with strength, and with your head held high. The moment you stop forcing connection is the moment he starts craving it. Deep longing isn't created through manipulation. It's awakened through presence, values, boundaries, and emotional mastery. When you become the woman who lives by these 10 Stoic principles, you don't have to chase love. It finds you, it respects you, and it misses you even in silence. So let go of fear. Stop overthinking. Master yourself and watch what happens. If you found this video powerful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, stay calm, stay grounded, stay stoic.